Have you ever really stopped to think about how we learn to speak a new language? I don't mean as adults, fumbling with apps. I mean as kids, starting from basically zero. Well, today, we're going to deconstruct the brilliant blueprint for learning that's been hiding in plain sight all along.
It's the ultimate question, isn't it? How do you go from total silence to forming complex sentences? It almost feels like magic. But here's the thing. It's not magic at all. It's actually a very, very smart process. And believe it or not, the secret is hiding right here, inside a simple first-grade English textbook. Yeah, it might look pretty basic, but I promise you, the strategies packed into these pages are an absolute masterclass in how our brains are literally wired to learn.
So, where does this whole journey begin? You might think it's with the alphabet or grammar rules, right? Nope. It starts with something way more fundamental. Just connecting with other people.
The very first lesson is all about greetings. Look at this, a simple namaste or friendly wave hello. See, before we can even begin to describe the world, we have to acknowledge our place in it with other humans. Language, at its core, starts as a social tool.
And watch how quickly this builds. It's not just a generic hello, it's good morning. Right away, we're introducing the idea of time, of context. And then, naturally, good afternoon.
And, of course, good evening. Are you noticing that rhythm, that repetition? In just a few lines, the learner gets this predictable, simple framework for how to interact with people all day long. It's a small thing, but it's a complete system.
And here it is, the first piece of pure genius hidden in the instructions for the teacher. The book doesn't say, forget what you know. It says, let's connect this new thing to what you already do. It validates their own culture and builds this sturdy bridge from what's familiar to what's new. That is brilliant teaching. Okay, so we've made that social connection. Now the lesson builds on it, moving from just saying hello to the world to actually interacting with.
Just look at this. It's so simple, it's perfect. The sentence, I comb my hair, is paired with a super clear image. This is the core technique, direct association. The word isn't some abstract concept. It's a picture, it's an action, it's something you literally do every single morning. And here we go again. I eat my food. Now that word I is absolutely crucial here. Language learning is most effective when it starts from the self. It's about describing your experience, your actions. That makes the words personal, powerful, and way easier to remember. And then the perspective shifts. We widen the lens. We go from I to she, from describing ourselves to describing what others are doing. She is jumping. Just like that, the learner's world gets bigger. They're not just the star of their own show anymore. They're an observer, someone who can narrate the world around them. All right, so we've connected words to people and to actions. Now we get to the really abstract part. Cracking the code of the words themselves, breaking them down into their most basic building blocks, the sounds. And this is just a fantastic way to do it. The textbook introduces phonics by grouping words that all start with the same sound. So F is for fox, foot, fish. This isn't about memorizing how to spell things. It's about training your ear to hear the little pieces that make up the language. This, right here, is how you build a reader. And once again, here's the proof that this is all incredibly intentional. This is a direct command to the teacher. It confirms this isn't just a random list of words. It is a focused, deliberate exercise in listening. It's a highly structured method disguised as a simple, fun picture page. So we've got social words, we've got action words, and we've got sounds. What's the final piece of the puzzle? Well, you have to make it all stick. And what's the absolute best way to do that? Through play, of course. Hopscotch. Come on, this isn't just a game. It's a multisensory learning explosion. You're reading and following instructions, you are counting out loud, you're using action words like put and turn, and you're coordinating your whole body. This locks in everything you've learned in a way that's active, memorable, and fun. And it's the exact same idea with singing. The book has these little rhymes with lyrics like stamp a little, skip a little, dance a little. This connects the abstract word dance to the actual physical feeling of dancing. You're basically embedding that vocabulary into your muscle memory. It becomes unforgettable.
So when you pull it all together, what started out looking like a simple first-grade lesson, well, it reveals itself to be this really profound and sophisticated philosophy on the true art of teaching.
For me, this is the most powerful insight in the entire textbook. The goal here isn't just to teach English, it's to encourage communication, period. The whole philosophy is about encouragement, not correction. It basically says, your voice matters, no matter what language it's in. Let's work together to build on that. That's how you create a safe space where real learning can actually happen.
So, there it is. The hidden blueprint is actually pretty clear. You start by connecting to what's already familiar. You link new words to really clear images and physical actions. You break the language down into its core sounds. And maybe most importantly, you make the whole thing a joyful, encouraging experience.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it, that hiding just beneath the surface of our own earliest lessons are these powerful ideas about how we learn and connect. So it leaves me with this question for you. What's one simple lesson from your childhood that you realize still shapes how you see the world today?